In today's video, I am going to teach you how to create dependent drop-down list in Excel. To begin, open your Excel workbook and look at the sheet where you want the dependent drop-down lists. The key idea is that the options in the second drop-down will change based on what you select in the first one. This is useful when you want to keep your data consistent and make it easier to enter information without typing everything manually. Now, select the range A1 to B4. Click and drag to highlight cells A1 through B4. When these cells are selected, you are telling Excel that you want to work with this area. Take a moment to confirm the highlight covers exactly those cells, because all the formatting and list setup will be applied to this block. Next, click on the menu or ribbon area where you can create a formatted table. In many Excel versions, the easiest path is to press the keyboard shortcut for creating a table. Press Ctrl+T. As soon as you do that, Excel will open the Create Table dialog box. In the dialog box, pay attention to the table range that Excel shows. It should automatically recognize the selected range, which is A1 to B4. If Excel selects a slightly different range, do not ignore it. Review what appears in the range field and make sure it matches what you selected before. This matters because the dependent lists will reference the structured table, and a correct range is the foundation for a working dropdown. Also, look for the option that asks whether your table has headers. If your first row contains header names, you should keep that option checked. If you do not have headers and your first row is just data, you should uncheck it. Choose the option that matches your sheet layout. Then confirm to create the table. After you create the table, Excel will format the range as a table and apply filter style controls. This step is important because tables in Excel are structured, and structured references make it much easier to create reliable drop-down lists that can depend on each other. Now you are ready to create the drop-downs. Go to the cell where you want the first drop-down to appear. In this tutorial, it will be within your selected area, so you can click into a cell like A1 or whichever cell you want to start with. Once you are in the correct cell, open the Data menu and choose Data Validation. This is where Excel manages drop-down lists. When the Data Validation window opens, choose the option for List. Then you will point Excel to the range or table column that contains the items you want users to select. At this stage, you are setting up the first list so that you have a clean selection to drive the dependent list. Once the first dropdown is created and you confirm it works, you can set up the second dropdown. Move to the cell where the dependent dropdown should be, and again, open Data Validation. Choose List, and then provide the source that will change based on the first selection. This is the part where Excel uses conditional logic, typically using an offset style reference, or another method that returns only the matching rows for the selected category. To do this correctly, you should reference the table you created earlier, because that table makes it easier to pull the correct options. Make sure the dependent list reference points to the appropriate column or filtered range tied to your first drop-down choice. If the first column lists categories, the second drop-down should reference the related items for each category. After you set the dependent source, confirm the data validation settings. Then test your drop-downs right away. Click the first drop-down and select one option. You should see the second drop-down update to show only the matching choices. Repeat this by choosing a different first option and confirm the second drop-down changes again. If anything does not update, double-check that the table range was created correctly, that your headers match your table settings, and that your data validation source references are pointing to the right table columns. Small reference mistakes are the most common reason dependent drop-downs fail. Once everything updates smoothly, your dependent drop-down list is ready for use. That covers everything you need to know, and that is all there is to it.